What inspires change? What motivates us? It's what's inside that moves us. What moves you? Get the Scion story at scion.com.
After damaging testimony today through the prosecution's direct examination of Saknin Weria, the first victim to testify in the Blue House trial, the defense got their chance to turn the tables and get Weria to admit that she had sex with hundreds of customers while working at Blue House.
On a given night, how often would you have sex with a customer?
Maybe like 5 times.
5 times per night?
Yes.
And how many nights was the Blue House open?
Every day.
7 days?
Yes.
So that's roughly 35 times per week.
Weria told the jury that one of her customers was Officer Manila. And while Weria says she didn't want to have sex with him, defense attorney Terry Timblin points out that Manila bought not only one $40 drink, but 2, thereby extending his time with Weria.
But you were the one that told him about the drink, right?
Yes.
Then you got into the room and you asked him to buy you another $40 beer, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Did he buy you that beer?
Yes.
So now you've gotten twice what you normally get for doing this, is that right?
Yes.
Timblin further implicates Weria by noting that she continued to entertain Manila by giving him a lap dance. This was significant for the defense since Weria had earlier testified that some girls would finish their $40 drinks quickly to avoid having sex with customers they didn't like.
You did this without him saying, "Come here and dance on my lap."
Well, that's why the private room is for the private room, to make the customer happy.
So that's the usual thing you did.
Yes.
However, Weria continued to maintain that she agreed to have sex with Officer Manila because she was afraid of getting arrested.
I didn't want to go with him at first, but I know he's Mama Sang's friend and he's a police officer, so I was scared to refuse to go with him. So I had to go, or else, because he already paid the drink, so I have to go with him, no matter what.
You never told him that you didn't want to go with him.
Because I'm scared.
But you didn't tell him, right?
Not that I remember.
Finally, Timblin has Weria admit that despite Manila's involvement, Weria had already been having sex with customers.
Now, before that night, is it a fair statement that you had sex with hundreds of customers for money before that night?
Yes.
And is it a fair statement that you had sex with dozens or hundreds of customers for money after that night?
Yes.
Next, Timblin scrutinized Weria's plea agreement, emphasizing that she was promised a better deal with no jail time if she agreed to testify against the defendants in the case, including the mastermind Song Ja Cha, who's already serving a life sentence in federal prison for the same crimes. Timblin also brought to light police officer Mario Laksamana's deeper involvement in the case than originally thought. Laksamana had been facing similar prostitution charges, but was never charged with criminal sexual conduct. But Laksamana entered a plea deal with the government in exchange for no jail time as well. Weria told the jury that she had seen Laksamana enter one of the VIP rooms with a Blue House employee and even threaten one of the girls in front of Cha.
Did Mario Laksamana ever go into the private rooms with any of the girls?
I only see one time when all the officers came off duty, and I saw him go inside private room, but I never see him come back out. Or
So if Mario Laksamana were to testify later that he never went into the private rooms, you would disagree with that?
yes.